Welcome back to part 2 for Flight 3 from the 2024 National Balloon Classic in Indianola, Iowa. The tasks for this video are going to be a judge-declared goal and the finish for the minimum distance double drop with the hesitation waltz. So we had a choice to go to one of a few targets, and each one had a triangle that we could complete that minimum distance double drop on. And so right here, we'll start off with the judge-declared goal, which is a gravity drop.
Yeah, this one's kind of cool because you can actually see the balloons way down there, kind of lower on the screen. Looks like they're actually just coming out of that previous target, so you can get to see their entire flight path all the way to this one.
Right, nice clear shot from here to there. So you can see at this point in the morning that hard left from the previous targets, or at least the last target, is still very much there and active.
Yeah, very, very much in play. And this particular spot in general in the mornings can have a very, very hard left going either direction. If you're going north or south, it can be pretty extreme at times. There's a few spots around Indianola that have little areas like that where you can get basically a 90-degree turn or more on the surface.
Just from sort of orographic winds pushing stuff around on the hills.
Yep. And this is definitely one of them.
And this is a pretty common target location, if I'm remembering the right spot here.
Yeah, they switch up. There's probably 3 or 4 in this general location, so you kind of
it's like that same neighborhood though, right?
Yeah, same neighborhood. This is actually the neighborhood that has the dam, so you have
right.
like the 2 little bigger ponds, and they oftentimes will put a target on the road on the dam. So in the background there, you can definitely see the Indianola train starting to fully develop there.
The pilot's going left, but then going up right, hooking over to going left, going up to get the right.
Yep, and then coming back down to swing in left.
Yep. Yeah, you can really see that whole trajectory right there with everything, like all the balloons down low, way back there, and then just following all the way over here to Joe right now. Very nice throw from Joe right there. 12 feet.
Joe always crushes those gravity drops. I don't know how he does it.
That's why he's the national champ.
Back-to-back national champ.
Yep. Allen with a very good throw right there. Or drop, rather.
Yeah, you don't want to throw it on this one.
So that left turn, not quite as severe as the previous target, but definitely still there. I think we all were kind of approaching this one cautiously because of how hard that one was.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you'll see quite a few balloons hang themselves a little bit too far to the right on this one. That's kind of the hard part, is you gotta like each target has its own characteristics, and it'll do different things on the surface, so you don't always get the same stuff.
Yeah. Very, very much got to pay attention to what that whole area is around it. I think that's definitely where a more home field advantage comes into play, because if you're in the area, you're flying to those targets more frequently, or at least flying the area and playing around in those target locations.
Yeah, especially the balloon field. I mean,
Right.
I would say 90% of the time that we fly around Indianola, we're trying to at least land at the balloon field, so it's always a practice for us.
Yeah. Very good throw from. She looked like she was way up there, and
Yeah,
so 30 feet on a drop from way up there like that. That's solid.
yeah, I would take that. So now you can see these guys, they're a little bit more out to the right, but they're definitely playing that left wind. So you can see Nick in the blue and green balloon there with a little bit of black, and he's just popping it up a little bit to get out of there. You can see his brother Chase behind him, kind of doing that same thing. And I think Ken Drown in the yellow balloon with the square chain link looking things. Looks like he's just dropping them a little bit late.
Yeah, he'll get hung out right a little bit, it looks like.
Yeah. And part of this is, we're carrying so much speed that technically there might be enough left even when Ken dropped, but he just barreled through it for so long that
Yeah,
he pushes past it,
it's hard to always, or hard to estimate exactly how much momentum you're actually going to carry through sometimes.
Yeah.
Nice drop from Chase there with 11 feet.
Yeah, and sometimes you can, what I've done in the past is kind of like you drop early just to get that like check of the wind, and then, but you don't want to dive too deep. You kind of just want to get it into that left real quick, check it out, and then pop back out and out of it.
See where it's starting, so you know
how
much you're gonna end up having to go through.
Yeah, that's the most ideal situation. Obviously, you can't always do that, but
yeah, I know that there's been some mornings in Indianola here where like we have to go way up to altitude to get the turn, and then you're just dropping for a couple thousand feet to come back down.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you're basically committing as soon as you do that drop. But you can definitely play around a lot more on a morning like this. Like this is, I think all those storms had finally gone through, so this was like a perfect morning.
Yeah. And looks like you can see Johnny playing a little bit of defense there on Bruce Wood and blocking him out and making his baggie hit his balloon. So.
Had that happen to me just recently in Texas.
It's annoying when it doesn't go your way.
Yep. Nice drop from both JP and Corey there.
Yeah.
Good one from Leroy.
Yeah, it's super cool. You can actually see the left on the surface here and the right up high as the balloons are going in two totally different directions. And it looks like Jason here is gonna get a little bit closer than I thought. Thought he might have been a little bit too far out there for a second there. And looks like he got a 41-foot score, so that's not bad. Got Andrew James. making his altitude correction. And it looks like just at the end of the leg of the X. You can see it looks like that train has kind of gotten a little bit higher. Maybe they're climbing a little bit faster than the first group.
Yeah, the curve has gotten steeper there,
Yeah,
and more. It's shifted right more.
yeah. There's always the moments where it's like, please just hold for another 5-6 minutes,
Yep.
and then it can change.
I only need 2 minutes.
Yeah. Al Appenzeller coming in next.
I feel like just in this last group, it's sort of you've really started to see just the left kind of going away, or not, at least not being quite as strong.
Yeah, it's almost like they really have to settle into it to get the full effect.
And it looks like it's shifted right just a little bit. So, like these balloons are coming over at a angle like where, they're coming over the back end of that house, whereas before they were coming over towards the front.
Yeah, yeah.
So good example of why we try to get up early a lot of the mornings, just because you have those more consistent winds typically.
Yep. Yeah, and later in the morning, you typically don't want to hang yourself out to the right either. So I know later at the last task, it was pretty much trying to remind myself not to go right. It's just
Yeah.
keep all the left you can.
And I think that the Hezbolls that we had, pretty much everyone ended up going to after this was I feel like I remember we had to fight for a lot of left to get there.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of distance between this target and that next one.
Yeah, there's between this one and the next one, definitely have the most amount of time to kind of chill out. So we got, looks like 2 guys just about fighting for the same amount of airspace.
Yep. Paul kind of creeped in there underneath Rhett.
Yeah.
Little bump.
Scored by Paul. And
very nice drop by Paul. Paulie at 50 feet.
Looks like they're kind of still over the house. Let's see if that left is still there or not. Could be where it's kind of swinging back and forth a little bit, where you get all of it and then it kind of goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still.
It worked out for Randy there.
Yeah.
Hear the scoring teams, or at least some spectators, cheering on the competitors. It's always fun to hear folks from the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing the lane owners here outside just sitting on their lawn chairs watching us fly in.
Yep. You don't have to go to the balloons; they come to you.
Exactly.
You can, looking back, you can see even more now that curve of the path has shifted even more right now. It looks like.
Mm-hmm. Andrew Nils, he's definitely getting a lot of left right now.
Yeah, I think it's very much like you said, where it's just that left where ground's starting to heat up, so it kind of goes away, comes back.
Yep. Yeah, because he looks like he was left of the target a little bit.
Yeah, but then you got Jamie and then even Joe behind them. They're not quite getting as much left.
No.
I think AJ was a little bit closer to the ground though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see Joe right there settling into it a little bit more.
Yeah, as he gets lower, he's starting to get a little bit more of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, there it is.
Solid.
4.5 feet.
Yep. So looks like that left is there. It's just a little bit. Maybe it was always lower and just more pronounced because I was seeing more balloons.
That might be. Bill Smith on the round balloon, 20 feet. Joe Seymour getting 48 feet. Pretty good scores for a gravity drop.
Yeah, very, very good. I think this is because this is the only target that didn't have like two things going on at it this morning too, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because the target at the field had the max drop, and then the gravity drop. And then the one previous to this had the 1X with the triangle, and then the one after this has an X with a triangle.
What's your? Do you like a lot of tasks being at one target or location, or do you prefer just one?
I don't know if I really have a preference. You know, I see some value in having multiple tasks at one location just because you can get some like there's just more points, right?
Right.
You know, you could argue if somebody just does really well at the one target or one location that has multiple tasks, and you know they have a little bit of more advantage, but like that's just part of the game. Like that's the one you can't miss.
Yeah.
So
If you didn't put the priority there and you missed it, that sucks.
yeah, exactly. So the name of the game is to get the most points. So
Yep.
you gotta figure out your best flight plan to get the most points. So, and honestly, I think it's kind of fun to throw more than one baggie at a location. So
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Just rapid fire. Boof, boof, boof. Baggy,
Yeah.
baggy, baggy.
Yeah, minimum double drop with the judge to clear goal.
Yep.
Those are and if you're actually doing well, you know, it's very much just boom,
Oh,
boom,
yeah.
boom. It's not a whole lot of fun when you're out on the edges and it's like, okay, I'm gonna throw a baggie, and then you're gonna Wait 20 seconds and throw a baggie, and then 20 seconds, throw a baggie.
Yep. Round balloons still making the solid scores, just from a little bit up higher.
Yeah.
That other part of the group getting hung out right a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Looks like they might have just stayed up a little bit too long and went too far to the right. Looks like Alex is up here at the top of the screen at altitude, but going towards the target. So looks like his baggie is right there at the top of the screen. You just barely see it falling.
Man, that's a long ways to go.
It's a long ways to go. Yeah.
Oop, there it is. There's another one.
Somebody else.
Boom. Dang.
That's a pretty good score right there. Coming.
That's bananas. 20 feet from what he had to be.
1,500?
Yeah.
1,000 feet for sure.
At least that. So, some great flying over this target. Randy Stone with first, Johnny Petrin second, Paul Petrin third. They're back to back again on this, following on the previous target. Corey Bloom in fourth, Joe Herzl in fifth. So, one more target left, or two more tasks, I guess, is the hesitation waltz and the finishing up for the minimum distance double drop.
And as you can see here in the intro, there's going to be quite a bit of throwing of the baggies on this one.
This was a very busy
Yep. So the Chris Cliver here with 31 on the X, and he must have missed that first triangle if he didn't get a score on that.
That's terrible. It's a shame when that happens.
Yeah.
Bubba coming in here. Looks like he's just gonna clobber this target. Ooh, really getting close. Ooh. Oh, very good.
That's perfect.
Yeah. That's the dream pass.
Yeah, that is. So the orange marker or baggie is going to be scored to the center of the X. The white one has to be inside the triangle. You can see that there's yellow caution tape kind of outlining the triangle, and they have to get the white baggie inside of that. And then they're going to combine that score with the other one that they threw in the previous video, and that will total up to their total score there. So you can see that Tyler Thompson will get 181 feet for his double drop, even though it looked a lot closer than 181 feet.
Well, yeah, like you said, it's the two of them combined. So.
Yep.
No white one?
So you could do really well on this one, but then be at the edge of that other one.
Exactly.
Dang.
So my previous triangle was not that great because I have an 84. But
Hey, it's a score. You gotta. It's not a no result, which is what counts.
Exactly. Jeremy Rubin coming in for his throw.
Nice job.
Little toss.
Very nice. Benji out a little bit more left.
So here comes his hesitation waltz. That'll score there. And looks like he's going to get a score there. So 232 feet total on that one.
Oh, 91 tree contact. I don't know if that counts
So that was probably
as a penalty.
that would probably be considered some light contact there.
Yeah.
Tree.
Yep. he
Most
was-
likely just a warning since it didn't cause any significant change.
Yep. The way that the rules are currently written, as long as there's no change in direction or basket movement, it does not count. So, unless you're in the scoring area. Well, actually, I think even with that, I have to go back on refresh the rules on there, but it may not even count in the scoring area.
Yeah, I think. Well, if you hit the ground, you hit the ground. But I think if you just hit
Good
something
job.
consequential, I don't think it'll matter.
Yeah, I don't
Or
think
like,
so.
like a bush or whatever.
Right. I
Yeah.
think with the current rules, regardless of where it's at, if it doesn't change direction or cross motion of the basket, then it's no contact.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dang.
perfect.
Chase just killed that Hezbollah.
Yeah. Just making it look like it's a day job there.
Yeah. Brandon looked like he has a great pass coming in here.
Oh,
Uh-oh, getting caught up.
Yeah. Things are
Still
happening
slow up
fast.
Yeah.
See, balance and
Uh-oh,
save,
uh-oh,
save
uh-oh.
it.
Oh.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So that would definitely be a penalty there. He's well in the scoring area, unfortunately.
Yeah. Video with 2 good throws. This target was pretty challenging actually, because you could not see this until you were basically right at those trees.
Yeah, very much so. Like I was really utilizing the crew this day because
okay.
they, I saw where the other balloons were going, so I knew generally where it was at. But then the crew basically told me fly over that tree off on the left-hand side of the screen.
The big one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're like, just fly right over the tree, and you'll go into it.
Yep.
No play.
Yeah, I think everybody, for the most part, kind of figured that out. Just
Yep.
aim for that big tree, and you'll be fine. And even the scorers are talking about that.
Yeah. Well, and it made the approach a little tricky too, because you were like, if you were too low, you had to pop over the tree, or at least on your approach, you had to make sure that you weren't coming in too hot. And you hit the tree first.
Bail out.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Nick saving it there. Now just concentrating on the throws.
Nice job. Good save.
Very nice throws.
So a good day for Nick.
Yeah. Ken not too far away. Great pass for Ken too. Chase looks like he's gonna follow up Nick, do pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
I
Pop him
know.
right on there.
Yeah,
Nice
this
job.
is one of those targets where if you're not on the square,
go,
you're kind of
Weatherman.
disappointed on your scores.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, a 5-foot score is great on any other day.
Yeah. And it's the last task, so also kind of strange at how hammered this one is.
Yep.
It's a nice score for the hesitation waltz, but he must have missed the first triangle.
Getting a little crowded right there over the tree.
A little bit. Johnny's hung out just a little bit to the right, but we'll see if he's got the arm strength. We've definitely seen it before. And
Jeez.
he definitely does, and it's no problem throw for him.
Yeah.
That's definitely risky trying to get that white baggie in that close.
Yep.
A lot of action
I
going
don't have
on
time
right
to
there.
color right now.
Oh, Bruce must have missed that first one.
Good job, Corey.
Corey's gonna add it to the pile, and
Gary Cass adding it to the pile. Seems like everyone really grouped up a little bit more than
Nice
they
job.
were on the previous targets.
Yeah. Yeah, they're kind of bunched up there for a second and now we're spaced back out just a little bit. Matthew Grody at the target. Don't see him too often here. Bill Baker with a nice
Over
throw.
there.
Yep, I see it.
And must have missed that first one as well. Andrew James in the blue balloon with the triangle basket. Just threw a
Nice
nice little
job.
toss.
That's how you do it. You can definitely see at this point in the morning now that left.
He-
Like maybe
he
it's all
did,
those
or-
trees, but
Yeah, I know.
that left turn
He went right in that
not
gap in the
as
branch.
strong here at all.
No. Brad gonna come down to a couple feet off the ground and just do a nice little toss. 0.42
Beautiful.
feet. Under half a foot there.
All what we don't see.
I was trying to pay attention and I was watching over here to make sure it didn't hit him in the basket.
Yeah.
I just started getting Margot. She's like, hey, beer, hey, beer.
Yeah, it looks like they're punching up a little bit. Scores are talking to the pilots a little bit here.
Oop, there it is.
Bob Nutting with a good addition to the Hez Waltz.
Yeah, 0.88 feet.
I just give him crap because he used to be a scorer. So I'm busy. Way to go, Zarek.
I was pretty happy with those, except for 3 feet wasn't even super great.
Nice job.
Oh, look at
And then Joey came by after me and just
Watch out.
crushed it. And I was like, I was right there. How did he get it so much better?
you. Yeah, technically it looked like you were much closer
Fly
flying
one.
wise, and
Yep.
he has the arm, so. If you could just have him navigate and do your baggy throws,
Yep.
you'd be a solid team.
Oh no.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that
that's
looks close.
let's see.
Ow.
Real time,
Oh no,
just out.
that's what you like. I mean, you can try to be greedy, but that's the dangerous part of being greedy is it can
Yeah.
bite you.
Yep. And when you
A white
sit
one?
back later and look at the numbers and you're like, I missed a few extra points just because I missed a few hundred points because I wanted a couple extra.
Yeah.
Points,
Yep.
So generally, just not worth a couple inches. Got Rhett Hartzell up top. Nice throw there. Chris Reinert.
Man, Maggie's coming down everywhere.
Hard to keep track of who's getting scored right now. Scott Armstrong coming in.
Oh.
Nice drop there.
Hopefully we get mornings like
Hey,
this. Uh-oh. Oh,
Yep.
another ground
27.
contact.
So that'll take one of those get scores out.
Yep.
Ground contact.
27. scared the living shit out of me every time. It wasn't crap.
Not too bad. He'll fly on and look for somewhere to land.
I'm trying to catch myself.
Jack Nelson there.
4.
Oh yeah, 4. Oh, on back.
Got Jamie Holman in the blue balloon, Amanda
I didn't see
Brabeck
anything.
in the green with silver and blue, and Eric Martins in the trooping.
It's the same thing as earlier. Like these balloons were all way more spread out earlier, but now they're all clumped up.
Yeah. Which is a lot of fun, but if you're trying
Yeah.
to make tiny maneuvers and
Coming in
somebody's in
hot.
your way,
It can be stressful.
yeah,
Gotta burn.
trying to stay clear of each other. Looks like Andrew's gonna get real close to the ground,
Ooh,
and he's gonna make some contact.
a lot of ground contact here.
Yeah. Yep. At this point, just get the baggies out and look to fly another day.
Yep. Hope the penalties don't hurt too bad.
Yeah. That one's a 500-point penalty, so either way, that one's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Well, hope you did good enough on the test to make up for it.
Yeah.
He's too.
That's
Orange
a lot of
can go
baggies.
wherever. It doesn't have to be in the
Yeah,
triangle.
I would imagine that's gonna take quite a while to score.
Yep. A lot of careful lifting of the
Wait.
tails to make sure that they know what bag is which.
That's not good. He already threw his orange one, so all he had left was his red one. So now he's got 2 wrong color baggy penalties.
What is that?
Oh, he missed.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Got
Whoa,
caught up a
coming
little
off.
bit there.
There.
Yeah,
I didn't even
it's
see him
it's
up
hard
there.
to
I did.
throw from the backside of the basket. You can't quite see until you're almost past it, and
Yeah.
it's too late.
And then it's you're throwing against the momentum, and it's like you didn't even actually throw.
Yep. Looks like the final couple balloons coming in now. Still having a good throw. It's amazing how many are under a foot on this task.
Yeah. Ken Walter adding to the pile.
Sort them babies out. Holy crap.
Yeah, we're gonna be busy today.
Ken just admiring the baggy pile there.
Yep. And that wraps it up for these 2 tasks. So the minimum distance double drop, you got Paul Petrin in first, Nick Donner in second, Johnny Petrin in third, Amanda Broadbeck fourth, Scott Armstrong in fifth. And let's see the scores for the Hez Waltz. Is Joey Strutson first, Bill Bussey second, Brad Craig third, Leroy Clare fourth, and Darcy Hope in fifth. And so this was the last target for the event. So then we can roll into the overalls. Ended up Nick Donner in first place, Paul Petrin in second, and Joe Zavada in third. So great flying to everyone. It was a tough weather week, but we made a competition out of it. And looking forward to this year's event. Thank you so much to all of our patrons. We appreciate all your support, and we make this content for you, and we love to keep making it. If you'd like to become a patron, you can head over to baggiesout.com/Patreon and sign up there.